As we look at the Army painting, we want to begin in the upper left-hand corner with the flag representing the Grand Union. That was the last time that flag was used. We go back to 1775, with two different main events. April we have the Battle of Lexington, the shot heard around the world, and then we have the actual beginning of the Continental Army, with the birthday of June 15th. We have Molly Pitcher up there, and she was the first woman ever compensated for military service by the United States government. Even today when the armored divisions have their annual banquet, they will do the first toast, Molly Pitcher. Also you will see Valley Forge. We see Paul Revere, we see George Washington crossing the Delaware River. A very important part to the beginning of our history. With this painting, we really serpentine through history itself, hence we have this parade of uniforms. The next thing we would have would be the War of 1812. We see that standing figure in the distance behind him is Fort Snelling, which is our connection Minnesota-wise. This dates back to 1820. Next to him, we have someone from the Spanish-American War in the 1830s, 1840s. We then move on to the Civil War where we see several figures. We have a woman spy. Women played a rather important role in the Civil War as spies, in addition to being nurses. Then from there we see a man in the Union blues. Behind him we have a gentleman in a red shirt with black pants, that is the Minnesota Militias. So when the Minnesota Militia that first went down to participate in the Civil War, the non-commissioned officers, all were wearing those types of uniforms. From there we then move on to the Spanish-American War, and it was sort of the beginning of calling out, and so that's why you have the gentleman holding his hand up, because it really was the first time that America was beginning to make its presence known on the world stage. As we then move down to the center of the painting, you'll notice a World War I doughboy standing over a cross. And on that cross is the date November 11, 1918. We all know it today as Veterans Day, originally it was Armistice Day. Just two behind him is a World War II figure. Someone landing at Normandy, and the person who actually modeled for it actually landed at Normandy. Just to his left, you will notice a skull, and two boots that are a commemorates of the Death March at Bataan. In the lower right, you'll notice a small patch with a shield, and a star, and a sword that was a Persian Gulf command. You will also notice the soldiers standing on the Italian boot, and we have the Red Bull Brigade, the 34th Infantry Division. Move over to a gentleman with a fur collar, that takes us to the Korean War. We then come down to the front, to the war in Vietnam. We also see a contemporary soldier, who has three different uniforms. He has the Woodlawn uniform flak vest on, he has the 1st Gulf War helmet cover, and then his other uniform is 2nd Gulf War, and behind him is a woman in now a defunct uniform. She is like paying homage over a fallen soldier. Below, you see the Purple Heart, Silver Star, and Bronze Star. We move away. Then to the very far left, on the bottom side of the painting, you see a gentleman pointing. That is Gordon Gerling, who is the brainchild behind this project. The other person is Thomas Paine, and his essay in Common Sense was like the most published and read an article from in 1776. Then we have a homeless veteran sitting on a gutter.